right, we got season 4 of Growing Up HipHop coming up on WeTV Thursdays in January, and I've got the gang with me today. I've got Jojo, Vanessa, Angela, and Romeo. Guys, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
What is the hardest thing as being kids of hip-hop royalty, the hardest thing you guys had to prove doing this and just growing up?
It would definitely be the perception of us, that other people think what we're like, and it's usually does not add up at all to who we actually are. We actually have to work pretty hard to maintain the careers that we choose to have. People think that we're handed everything on a silver platter. That couldn't be further from the truth. There's no one that can give you success. You have to work for it. So while we come from these amazing families and backgrounds, we still have to work really hard for the things that we want in life. And I think that that's one thing that people misunderstand about us all the time.
I think sometimes we have to work harder than somebody that starts with a slate that doesn't have a parent of that was successful, because then they're looking at us like, what's your next move? And how are you going to take it further? Somebody that doesn't really come from that kind of has a clean slate, I say. Like, you can just go out in the world and try to make it work, and nobody's going to fault you for your failures, but they fault us for our first failure because of our families.
Well, you guys have started at such a young age, I think, like, 12 years old, some of you out the womb. And how do you deal with that scrutiny, that social media scrutiny from the time you were kids all the way up till, yesterday? How do you guys deal with that?
Yeah, well, I think it's just not letting people do so little for you, not letting people who you don't even know have such an impact on your life. It's just that simple. When you think about it, you look at life. When we see something positive, we're like, oh, that's cool, that's great, and keep it pushing, right? Somebody writes something negative about you, it's stuck in your mind. You want to reply, you want to tell them your truth, and you just can't worry about it. If somebody feel a certain way about you, that's their problem.
They don't even know you.
They don't know you.
Keep being the best you.
I heard you guys talking that this is a real show. This isn't like reality, it's not fake. This is your real life. Has it been hard to share some of your stuff?
It can get challenging at times,
I think the hardest thing maybe is just having to relive it over and over. Because in life, you go through a moment, it's over, right? But with us being on TV, you could press rewind and go back and dissect it. So I think that's the hardest thing. But everybody on this show, they know what they signed up for. It's not like cameras just fell out the sky and it's like, hey, they're in our face, So we understand the business side of it. We understand what comes with it. And that's why this show is a hit and a success.
You guys have very powerful fathers, very strong fathers. Do they give you advice? Of course, do you take it? Do you listen to your dad's advice, like Romeo with you and the life that comes with being in this?
Of course, that's why I'm the man I am today. My pops, I seen one of the most successful men on planet Earth treat everybody as equal. He never, I don't care if he's on a video set. I'll never forget this. One of the video girls had a bikini on, her body's out, and the guys, the other rappers, yo, that's gonna be my girl. You come over here talking to her however they want to talk to. My dad took this rapper to the side and said, you better treat her with respect. She had work, So just learning, being taught to respect, treat the CEO the same way you'll treat the janitor, and the janitor the same way you'll treat the CEO. And I think it's very important to have those type of people in your life and those type of figures.
Absolutely.
So you guys were taught a lot of humility at a young age.
I think it just comes from the core of who they are. You know what I mean? The way they were raised. So they're only teaching us what they know. So their parents, our grandparents, are great people. I think that in some ways they also wanted to ease any future disappointments we may be facing. So they wanted to teach us at an early age, the ups and the downs and the pros and the cons of all this world has to offer.
And what I was going to say on top of that is, whether our parents became these legends or not, I think their kids would have turned out the same way, because it's about those values. They just happen to make it, And that's just the thing. That's the cool thing about this show and this season. You truly watching kids grow up hip hop. But we're just like any normal family.
What do you think is different about this season compared to what you guys have already been through?
It's easy. I'm half naked more.
Oh my God.
I think that you'll get a lot more of a family vibe on this season, honestly. And I'm not just saying with me and my sisters. I'm saying just amongst the whole cast, we all become pretty close. You know what I'm saying? This is my first season with this cast. But from my vibe, it just seems like a family vibe.
What's it like working with your siblings? I know you guys had an amazing business piece tree together. You guys are getting asked about that a lot. You're trying to do a new business together. How's it going?
It's amazing. I have to say, first and foremost, it's amazing to be able to work with my family again.
Absolutely.
You know, with Run's House, we had such a successful show, and it was amazing being able to work together. And in our older age and being more mature and being parents now, it's even better to be able to come back together and be able to do something like this. So I'm always trying to hound her about doing something together because we made such magic together. So you'll kind of see the process and how that all ends up and throughout the season. So I don't want to give away too much, but there'll definitely be a lot of discussion about working together again and how to make something work.
Do you feel protective of your sisters?
All the
guys
time.
feel protective? Yeah.
All the time. You know, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be what it's going to be. They're going to do what they're going to want to do.
You got any siblings?
I do.
You have any brothers?
I don't have any brothers. I have a brother-in-law, and like anyone I date, he's like, who's this person?
And there you go.
Yeah, it's
exactly
I get it. And uncles too, forget it. You know, there's been a lot of talk in the industry over the years, since the beginning of time, about artists that are going through depression, going through drugs, and then you hear that they've died.
Yeah.
What do you guys do to keep each other in your minds and reach out to people that might be in need? And what advice would you give people?
Stay in contact with your family or the people that you can consider family if you don't have a lot of, you know, close family nearby.
Yeah.
Keep a tight friend circle, people that can motivate you, because we all will go through our ups and downs in life. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot going on in the world, and it's inevitable to get sad sometimes, but stay close to the people that love you and the people that you love.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's about having those real people around you because, like V said, we're all going through something, you know. And I think that's what people don't understand. They could look at someone smile and think that life is perfect.
Yeah.
And for those people who's going through those hard times, you got to know you're not doing this alone.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
Yeah.
And if you're alive for a reason.
Yeah.
That's a gift, you know. So you just gotta keep that head up and make sure you have the right people around you, because even the right people gonna notice if something's off, or they may really, you know, reach out to you. Fake people ain't gonna do that. They just want to be around for the ride when it's good.
Just want to be on your social media is what they want. This seems like a pretty exciting season. What are you guys most excited for?
Oh, that's what I wanted to say.
What?
Tune in January 10th on TV.
The best TV show on TV right now, I guarantee.
January 10th.
You understand? I'm not just capping because I'm on the
TV.
show. Ain't no cap. I'm telling you right now, best TV show on TV, guaranteed.
We open up a lot more. I think you get to see a more genuine side from each of us. And not that we weren't genuine before, but maybe we're
just
more,
get to see
more
more.
comfortable.
Yeah, that's
so we're
exciting.
opening up a little bit more and showing everyone a little bit more of ourselves.
I'm excited to see it. I've been enjoying the past few seasons. I'm really excited.
Thank
It's
you
great
for
to
watching.
meet you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Tune in to WeTV Thursdays, just January, to catch Growing Up HipHop.
Oh yeah.
January
January
10th.
10th.